What's up? It's Arla Cruz again with yet another review. This time, the Rob Zombie 2 movie box set, House of a Thousand Corpses. I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie. It's definitely doing some really good horror films. I like that he uses a lot of actors that you haven't seen in a while. So you're always seeing people that you can recognize because you've seen them in some old movie or some show. Like how he likes 70s horror films. Like all the effects he uses. The fact that well, even though in the next one he uses some animation effects, but he uses a lot of prosthetic makeup. And well, I like that he also doesn't use. He got tired of the Hollywood system and he's doing his own thing. Sometimes, I mean, I don't know how good his Lords of Salem is. It looks really strange, but I'll check it out when it's out on DVD. I own pretty much every Rob Zombie film that he's done so far, except for the animation that he did. I forget what that one's called. But let's see. It was directed and written by him. I don't have the editor name. I know the DP is Tom Richmond. It was done in 2003, starring Sid Haig, Bill Moseley, Sherry Moon, Karen Black, and his wife. He cast his wife in his film, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you guys are fans of Rob Zombie's wife, but I mean, pretty much anyone can be an actor. As long as I guess you have a good director and good source material, anyone can train. You don't have to necessarily go the traditional route of going to school for it. You can learn on as you go, especially if your husband is a director and in cast. Even though she's also done some films that she hasn't done with her husband, some low budget horror films. I forget the names. But yeah, you want to see a good horror film? Watch House of a Thousand Corpses. Good horror films, because I mean, every once in a while there'll be a couple of good horror films, and Hollywood will do a whole bunch of oversaturated, overproduction, over stylized, a whole bunch of A-listers, and it's cool to see people that are not A-listers anymore and see them in his films. I'm a fan, like kind of like what Tarantino sometimes does. That he doesn't necessarily cast A-listers, even though he will, but he casts the right person for the right role. And sometimes it'll be an actor you haven't seen, and I'm definitely a fan of doing that. Making as a filmmaker, I'm acting and directing in most of my films. And once I have some money, I'll probably start paying people to get, so I won't have to act and direct. I'll just concentrate on directing. That's just my own little thing here. So yeah, you want to see a good horror film? Check it out. A lot of cameos. Want to see his music? If you're a fan of Rob Zombie, I'm not sure if you are, but if you are, you'll like his music. You like his visuals, his visual style, all the makeup effects, the whole Captain Spaulding thing. I'm a fan. This DVD has a lot of extras. If you're gonna buy the DVD, buy this one because it has the first one, which is House of a Thousand Corpses, and it also has the sequel, which is Devil's Rejects, and it even has a documentary because there's 3 discs, and it's called 100 Days in Hell, which is the making of the Devil's Rejects. There's a lot of stuff on here, especially a fan of House of a Thousand Corpses. This whole little thing. The DVD menus are hilarious. They'll bring in characters and they ad lib a lot of things. Like with Captain Spaulding, the opening says on the screen, "Ring the bell." And when you ring the bell, he comes from the character in the movie. He has a shop, and he comes in and he pretty much insults you. And it's refreshing to see, I guess, someone really going out of their way to make the menus creative and funny and fresh. He didn't really do that in the Halloween, but I guess it's because of the type of film that it was, or he didn't have time, or whatever. He's not gonna do it for all the films because there's not really anything like that in Devil's Rejects. But in House of Thousand Corpses, the menus are really 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 funny. You'll like them if you like to get insulted by a foul mouthed clown, redneck. You'll love it. So definitely check this out. This film definitely belongs on my stack. And my next film will probably be The Devil's Rejects. So yeah, well, that's all I have to say on the subject. This movie belongs on the stack. Later, bitches.